Hi everybody, welcome to another edition of Tips and Techniques with Tammy. Today I thought that we'd talk about paper tearing because there are a lot of things that you can use that with and it looks fun and you can tear into shapes, just tear it into strips, and it kind of gives your layout or your project a fun, unique look. So let's go ahead and get started. I just wanted to show you guys this layout to kind of give you an idea of the different look that paper tearing can give you. Here I've combined 3 different papers, or actually 4 different papers, excuse me, and put them on a cardstock backing and created essentially my own background paper just by tearing a few sheets of pattern paper into strips. You'll notice that some of them have this white edge and some of them have their pattern edge. And I'm going to show you how to get those looks. Just going to start with a sheet of striped cards, or this is a cardstock weight pattern paper, and it's a white core, which most of the papers that you'll have in your stash are. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how there are 2 different ways you can tear. You can tear in an upward direction, which you can see gives you the look of the pattern going all the way to the edge. Now if you want the white look on the edge, if you want the core of the paper to show, you can see here on the other piece of paper that it shows simply by using, by pulling up on it. Now we're going to pull down on it, because if we wanted this edge to be white, instead of pulling up here and giving us the pattern edge, we're going to pull down which will leave that white core exposed, because it essentially, this piece strips the pattern off of that piece of paper and gives you that nice white exposed edge. So when you go to put it on your background, it's much more of a defined edge. And you can see the difference here between the patterned edge and the white core edge. So that just gives you kind of an idea. Just remember, if you want the pattern, pull up on the piece that you want to use. If you want the white core edge, pull down on the piece that you want to use, and that will leave that exposed edge for you. Another important thing to remember is if you're tearing a mat or something for your photo, you want to make sure to pull the same direction and all the way around the mat, so that you end up with either the white core all the way around or the pattern all the way around. Because if you pull the wrong direction, you'll end up with the white core on one side, the pattern on the other, and it won't look continuous. Another way to paper tear is to create a shape. I'm just going to use this masking tape circle as my shape because it's the right size circle that I want to use for my page. So just find any household item that you've got that you can press down on your cardstock or your pattern paper, whatever it is you want to tear. Press firmly on the circle and then just pull your paper all around the edge. And in some places it's not going to be perfect, but that's the whole point behind tearing, is you want kind of an imperfect look. If there are big spots, like right here on mine, you can just clean that up a little bit if you want by pulling it up a little bit more. And then you have a torn circle. Now a fun thing to do on this, if you wanted to emphasize it a little more, is to ink the edges, and then you would notice the torn edge even more. But that just kind of gives you an idea of some things you can do to make paper shapes. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching.